Alrighty, what is up today, guys? So right now I'm currently working on the animations and setting up the player model. You'll notice this was like 90% of this video because I was failing. You can see I'm going through all my files, trying to find like old animations, see if I could reuse them. Because I did have a player model I was going to use, but you'll see what happens in a little bit. This is Lifeline. I decided to start making this dev vlog because it won by most popular vote, and this is definitely a game that I'm excited to do. Um, I know that I feel like this is gonna be an exciting game. Basically, what this is gonna be is an emergency role play game. So you'll be able to play as like a civilian, police officer, a sheriff, firefighter, things like that. But so I just started this project. I'd only done minor things before recording this video, but I didn't really get anywhere with it, so I just decided to leave where it's at. It's really just installing a bunch of packages. And so today I was trying to work on the player controller and whatnot. I already had a base for the player controller that I had made, but I needed to make it better. You can see here I was actually like full on making the animations. I just kind of wanted them to be goofy. It wasn't meant to be like serious or anything. 'Cause, I mean, like this game, it's meant to be for fun. Like that's why we enjoy gaming. Like right here, you see, I'm just kind of tempering with it. Like I want it to look like it was actually we had some thought into it. I also didn't want it to be like too serious because it's a game. You want to have some fun. But so these were what the animations were going to be. Like I was working on them. The jump animation is so goofy. Right there, I was debating on if I needed to make it go up, and I realized that my player controller, the jump already made it go up a few units, which is all I needed. Um, and as you can see, it wasn't working. Like it just kept going into this position. No clue why. Everything was set to humanoid. I tried many times. You can see I completely even redid the rigging and whatnot. It just like straight up was not working. Don't know what I did here. Um, I kept losing it. You know, so confused. Didn't know what to do. As you see, I went back to my files, looking for more animation files and whatnot, more model files. You see, I tried a different version of that model that I had. I mean, eventually, you'll see I still had the exact same problem. Like you see, it's just there. But I had no clue what I was doing. I could not figure it out. I even went into here to see, still not working. It's just something was going on with the muscle and whatnot. No clue. Eventually, I got it to go back to its T pose, but then its animations wouldn't work at all. No clue what I did wrong there. But yeah, as you can see, the player controller that was working just fine. So eventually, I finally gave up. You'll see this here. Give it like a few seconds. I don't know. I deleted all the animations, went back into there, and then I decided to grab a model from MMO. So this is not my asset, but they are free use. I'm probably going to use them in game for a little bit until eventually I get better at modeling and figure out what in the world I did wrong with mine. I had to go back to tutorial to figure out the right settings because these animations are a little bit weird and they get kind of wonky. So I went through to a tutorial to figure out what settings I needed to put them on. Ended up working. As you see, I'm going through making the blend tree, trying to get them in there. All these pauses were me trying to download crap and figure out my thoughts. And then I realized I forgot to generate all the rigging and whatnot. This is the part that I had the tutorial up to figure out how to put the settings in. I was so confused. Could not figure out what they were for the live stream, but I was actually on the right track. So you see this long pause right here. I'm just trying to figure out what's happening, what I need to do. I'm like, oh, okay, there we go. I remember these settings now. Alright, I got those working. They were all right. Got the blend tree working. Then I realized, whoops, forgot to move that. I got the collider set up. Went back in. There we go. It's working. Then I realized, hold up, the animation's stuck. Turns out I forgot to put on loop pose. Went back, added in more animations, but then didn't apply them yet because I forgot how to do it. I went back in. I was working on my script, trying to figure out what I was doing. And I realized, oh wait, I know how to do this. And I keep forgetting. Unity changed that. This is on Unity 6. They changed how you have to write a few things. Then I completely forgot how to do the required type of component, so I just copied it off of Google. And then you can see I tested it, it worked. Everything is working. Hurrah! Finally. Things stopped working there for a second, so I was trying to figure out what was going on. And if I'm not mistaken, I forgot that I had the animator. Yeah, I had the animator on the wrong thing, so I had to go back in. Realized I forgot to save that after I took it off, and there we go. And then my jump started working. I kind of ignored that for a bit. You'll see I do fix it somewhat soonish. But I did stop working on the jump part because I was so frustrated. That broke after I finally just added animations. I was just like, "Are you kidding me?" But yeah. So I went, watched a tutorial, trying to figure out how to fix it. Couldn't figure it out. Eventually, I came back in. You'll see it ended up being how I was calling it gravity function. It wasn't going back down how I wanted it to. And then I found a tutorial to figure out how to add attack animations and whatnot without affecting the rest of it. And that's where I kind of created that avatar mask. That essentially just tells your character oh, don't move this stuff, but move this section and don't touch the rest. So basically, you can still walk, run, and then still be able to punch. And this is all using the new input system. That's something I'm still trying to learn. I was used to the old input system, but I finally decided to learn it, and honestly, I kind of like it a lot more. Then you can see I had to go in and rename that, and this function, I thought it was just being a pain. It didn't want to work. It turns out that I was just forgetting to add the input action context callback or whatever, callback context part. As you can see, I fixed it there and realized, oh, yep, that's why it's not working, and it starts working. And then I had to figure out what was going on with jump. You can see the collider's not messed up, so it's the collider's sticking with it. So it's clearly not that. It's not the animation messing up. So I finally just went to Google, figured out it was the gravity. It's like, oh, okay. And bam, it worked again. And then I realized I needed to fix the jump force because of how I was handling the gravity. I changed it there and it still didn't work, so I was just, okay, whatever, I'll deal with that later. Maybe I can figure it out. And I ended up doing that. And I used the attack function to add the jump animation, the attack animation, that jump animation. I used that method because honestly, it was kind of cool. And it required one extra line of code. So now you can see the legs, they look a little wonky. Don't mind them. I'm going to continue fine tuning all of this. Honestly, I might just kind of leave it goofy. Like I said in the beginning, it's not meant to be perfect. There you go, guys. Adding more masks. I was just trying to figure out how I should do the animation. But you never know. But yeah, so eventually I do plan to add things like guns and whatnot, because, sheriff, police, you will be able to play as firefighter, Department of Transportation, things like that. So, tow trucks, all sorts of things. I feel like this is gonna be a cool project. I want to make it kind of feel like I want you to learn things. Learn why these people do their jobs. And I was working on the camera here, obviously. But I also want it to be a fun game. So it's not like you feel like you're learning, but you are learning how they do their job. So maybe how a firefighter does their job. Because personally, I'm actually training to be a firefighter right now. So it's just I felt like making this for fun. Yeah, finally figured out how to do that. Because this new input system is a whole lot easier. There was a tutorial I was following to set up that camera with the new input system. I couldn't figure out, because I'm using Sim Machine for the camera. There's supposed to be some sort of overlay that appears in game mode to show you where it's going to center, but I just figured I'd use that. Honestly, it worked just fine. I just kind of fine tuned it. Yeah, finally got it working. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye bye.